This is Meditation with Richard. I'm Richard Clarke, and welcome. Over the next 6 sessions, we'll explore several advanced aspects of mindfulness practice, including cultivating equanimity, dealing with difficult emotions, exploring impermanence, deepening concentration, developing witness consciousness, and applying mindfulness in everyday life. In today's session, we'll focus on cultivating equanimity, which is a crucial aspect of mindfulness practice. Through mindfulness meditation, we can learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment and develop a sense of inner balance and calmness that allows us to remain centered in the face of life's challenges. In session 2, we'll explore how to deal with difficult emotions. We'll learn techniques for recognizing and responding to challenging emotions in a skillful and constructive way, rather than being overwhelmed or reactive. In session 3, we will explore the concept of impermanence and how it relates to mindfulness practice. We'll learn to accept the impermanent nature of all things and develop a deeper understanding of the transitory nature of our thoughts and emotions. Session 4 will focus on deepening concentration, which is an essential aspect of mindfulness practice. Through concentration practices, we can learn to focus our attention and develop a greater sense of mental clarity and stability. In session 5, we'll explore the concept of witness consciousness, which involves observing our thoughts and emotions from a place of detachment and objectivity. Through witness consciousness, we can develop greater self-awareness and learn to respond to our thoughts and emotions in a more skillful way. Finally, in section 6, we'll explore how to apply mindfulness in everyday life, including our relationships, work, and daily activities. We'll learn practical techniques for bringing mindfulness into all aspects of our lives and cultivating a greater sense of presence and awareness. I hope you're excited to embark on this journey of advanced mindfulness practice, and I look forward to sharing this with you. Now, equanimity. Equanimity refers to a state of inner balance and calmness that allows you to maintain a sense of mental stability in the face of life's ups and downs. In other words, it's the ability to remain calm and centered, regardless of the circumstances you encounter. Equanimity is a key element in mindfulness. In mindfulness, equanimity is essential because it helps you to stay present and fully engage with whatever is happening in the present moment without getting caught up in your thoughts or emotions. Equanimity keeps you in the present moment. The problem with a lack of equanimity is that it can lead to imbalance, either mental or emotional imbalance. When we lose our balance and are unable to remain calm and centered in the face of challenging situations or difficult emotions, we may become overwhelmed, anxious, or reactive, we start to get involved in all the noise and turmoil of the mind instead of just observing it. A lack of equanimity can also lead to negative thought patterns like self-criticism or frustration and even anger towards others. When we are unable to observe our thoughts and emotions objectively, we may get caught up in them, leading to a spiral of negative thinkings and feelings, one negative thought building on another. Furthermore, a lack of equanimity can have a negative effect on our relations with others. When we are reactive and easily upset, we may unintentionally hurt the people around us or push them away. We certainly will limit our ability to feel compassion towards them. In contrast, cultivating equanimity, you can have numerous benefits. By cultivating equanimity, you develop a sense of detachment from your thoughts and emotions, which enables you to observe them objectively without judgment or reactivity. Detachment helps you to avoid becoming overwhelmed or consumed by your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to respond to them in a more skillful and constructive way. When you can observe your thoughts instead of reacting to them, you gain an important freedom. To cultivate equanimity can be a challenging but rewarding process. Here are some tips for developing equanimity. First, of course, practice mindfulness meditation regularly. Regular mindfulness meditation practice can help you develop the ability to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This can help you cultivate a sense of inner calmness and detachment. And also, regular meditation actually starts making changes in your brain to make this process easier. Learn to observe your thoughts and emotions. When you experience strong emotion or thoughts, try to observe them without getting caught up in them. This means acknowledging them without judging them as good or bad. Simply notice them as they arise and as they pass away. This is the key. Observe without needing to react. Focus on the present moment. One way to develop equanimity is to focus your attention on the present moment rather than worrying about the past or the future. This can help you avoid getting caught up in your thoughts and emotions. Simple things like watching your breath brings you into the present moment. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Cultivating a sense of self-compassion can help you be more forgiving and understanding towards yourself. This can help you develop greater equanimity towards your own thoughts and emotions. This also helps you feel compassion towards others. Practice empathy towards others. Developing a sense of empathy towards others can help you be more understanding and patient with them. When you're able to remain calm and centered, you're better able to see things from other people's perspectives and to respond with kindness and understanding rather than with anger or frustration. This adds greater equanimity towards the people in your life. Equanimity is a crucial element of mindfulness meditation that allows you to maintain a sense of inner balance and calmness, to observe your thoughts and emotions objectively, and to respond to them with greater compassion and empathy. Developing equanimity takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself. Don't be in a hurry, and approach the process with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Over time, you'll find that you're better able to maintain a sense of inner calmness and balance, regardless of the circumstances you encounter. All right. So, how was your meditation in the last week, Doug?
It was peaceful. I meditated, I think, every day, plus a little bit during my morning walk. So it's been peaceful.
Peaceful is I think, a great report. Very good. How about you, Barley?
It's been fine. I don't think every day. I've watched several Thich Nhat Hanh videos.
Oh, very good.
He has kind of guided meditation, but he says very little. He certainly talks about the breath,
Right.
breathing in, the simple things.
Right, he's a good
A
guy.
long time ago, when I started with you, I used to meditate at night, like the last thing or something. But now I've switched to finding that I'm trying to and wanting to do it more during the day.
Very good.
It's better. It has more importance to me now.
That's, to me, that is perfect. And that shows good growth in the process. And, what I've felt for a long time, for me anyway, is meditation is an important activity. And I want to do it at a time where, I have good energy. And
Yes, I agree. There you go. Good energy. Yeah.
For me, doing it late at night isn't great because then I'm ready to go snooze off.
Yeah.
Anyway, very good. To me, that's a real positive report, Marley.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I have to turn off. So how's your meditation been, Richard?
Been good. I meditate early in the morning, late at night, and sometimes fall asleep in the meditation.
Uh-huh.
And I sleep really well.
Yes. And the early morning meditation, I think, is something you've been doing for a long time.
For a long, long time. It's like Gandhi used to say, you start the day, unlock the shop with meditation, and at night you lock it up with meditation. Yeah.
For me also, when I was working in Silicon Valley as a consultant, then I would meditate in the morning before the day began. And it was so good to start with this sense of peace and calmness.
Absolutely. Meditation brings that equanimity that we're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with clients, the equanimity is good for dealing with your client's craziness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Carol?
Well, it was not regular this week because our meditation partner was not there, but I always find myself during the day, I find myself, thinking about doing self-inquiry really and thinking about that. So I'm not completely absent.
And I continue to meditate on my own every morning before Carol gets up. And so that's still a regular part of my practice. I also meditate when I'm walking in the morning. And then usually in the evening, Carol and I meditate together and we read our friend Ribu and have a grand old time. Anyway, very good. Now let us get to our own meditation for today. Mindfulness is present moment attention, paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally, fully receive whatever is experienced, then let it go. All right. And now we'll have a video. This is an old Zen story and balance in life. And this is a lesson in equanimity.
This is a beautiful story from Zen about the sage who had this absolutely wonderful horse. The horse was so good that the king of the land wanted it. So he asked the sage, "Give me that horse." And the sage said, "I'm sorry, I can't. I brought up this horse since he was a pony. He is like a son to me. I cannot sell this horse or give him away." The king got really furious at this and left in a huff. That night, unfortunately, the horse ran away. All the villagers came running to the sage and said, "Oh my God, look what a terrible thing has happened. Now the king is angry with you and your horse is also gone. This is a really bad thing to have happened." And the sage replied, "I don't know whether a good thing has happened or a bad thing has happened. I know that the stable door is open and the horse is not there." That night, the horse came back and brought 11 more of its kind with it. In the morning, the villagers looked at the sight, a dozen of those horses. They were delighted and they went running to the sage and they said, "Oh, look, what a good thing has happened. Now you have a dozen of those horses." And the sage said, "I don't know whether a good thing has happened or a bad thing has happened. I know that there are now 12 horses in my stable." And then the sage's son started training the horses and fell off and broke his leg. And the villagers came and said, "Oh, how sad is this? What a bad thing has happened." And the sage said, "I don't know whether a good thing has happened or a bad thing has happened. I know my son has fallen and his leg is broken." And just as they were talking, all the king's soldiers came and said, "We have come to take all the able-bodied young men from this village because the country is going to war." And all the sons of all the farmers went to war, but the sage's son stayed home. And so it is with life. We keep on thinking, this is a good thing that has happened, this is a bad thing that has happened, but the fact of the matter is, we don't know. We don't know what is coming ahead. So we don't know whether truly this is a good thing or a bad thing. Doesn't it make more sense for us to concentrate on doing what we should be doing rather than making judgments in areas we don't know something about? Think back on life. Has it not happened that when an event took place, you felt bad about it, but later on it turned out to be good? Or when an event happened, you felt good about it, but later on the same event proved bad for us? So let's not think about whether it's good or bad. Let's get on with doing what needs to be done.
All right. And now let us have our final meditation. Right. And let's close with our chant. Om Shanti, Shanti,
Shanti,
Shanti,
Shanti,
Om, peace,
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 peace.
peace.
All right, comments, discussion?
I remember that story that was in the video.
Yes,
Little interpretation, but horses this time. That's
right.
good. Yeah.
Yes, I remember that story as well. The version I first heard, instead of the guy saying, I don't know if it's good or not good, the guy just said, we'll see.
Oh, uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's good too.
Yes.
Hmm.
And to me, that points out one of the reasons why it's good to maintain your equanimity. You don't know what this stuff is or how it's going to work out or any of that stuff. And so it's best just to let it be there and notice it while it's going on and let go of it when it passes, just like we're taught.
Mm.
You know, I still think the letting go of it when it passes is a key thing for many people. You know, because it's easy just to hold on to something and have it gnaw at you.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Yes, I've been there.
Yes, we all have been.
But
I mean, that
but
story.
it is so true that in life one thing always leads to another.
Yes. Yes, I think the Buddhists talk about the interconnectedness. And that's a sign of it. Now, I had a personal story kind of about this from my brother, who used to live near the beach in Half Moon Bay in California. And I would go, when I see him, often we would go beach combing, and he would walk along and see something and pick up little treasures as he went along. And then after a while, he would start to look in his pockets and see what he had collected and examine it and start to throw some things back. And I asked him what he was doing, and he said he was making space for new things. You know, so if we hold on to these things, then we're not letting ourselves making the space for new things. Anyway, good to see you. Good to meditate together. Thank you for joining together, and we'll see you next week. Namaste.
Thank you, Richard.
Namaste.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this Ramana Maharshi video, subscribe, like, and send me a comment.